The report follows a format of examining health and well-being very broadly, through a broad lens, that was based on BC's original health goals. And for women, there are two causes that stand out as to why they're being hospitalized compared to men. They make up 75% of the maltreatment cases and 91% of the sexual assault cases. And this is hospitalization, so you have to recognize that this is the tip of an iceberg, and there's an awful lot of unreported violence happening in the community, which we actually can't measure here.
People are going to read 2008 and think maybe this is an old report. How does that jive?
Yeah, the data is as up to date as we can get it from our data sources, so some of it is up to date to 2010. My last annual, I have to do an annual report which gets dated. My last annual report was on Aboriginal health, and it was dated 2007, but it was actually released a couple of years after that.
Speak to the factor of simply aging, an aging population, particularly when it concerns chronic disease increases in diabetes, asthma, hypertension, things you might expect to see when we're all getting older.
Okay, so there's a couple of things at play here. One is we're definitely seeing increases in diabetes, and I think we can relate that to basically unhealthier behaviors, obesity, poor dietary habits, sedentary lifestyles, what have been called obesogenic environments. So that is clearly of concern, because diabetes can drive cardiovascular disease, microvascular disease, kidney disease, etc. So we see a trend where in some areas we are worried about the prevalence of increasing illness. If you look at today's, say, 70-year-olds and compare their overall health status with 70-year-olds a decade ago, and Statistics Canada has done that, by and large, this is a healthier generation of 70-year-olds than the 70-year-olds 10 years ago. And the 70-year-olds of 10 years ago were somewhat healthier than the ones who were 10 years prior to that. But because of the increasing numbers of us, even as the prevalence of heart disease goes down, the numbers stay the same, or in some cases increase, right?